Glad you're here, Commander. We could use your help.
We could use an extra pair of hands to deliver these rations to soldiers around the base. If you find other ration crates scattered around the ships along the piers, you can drop them off here, too.
Welcome to Lake Doric, Commander. What's left of it. The locks alone will take years to rebuild. But that worry can wait. Right now, our focus is repelling the siege and saving as many lives as we can.
And once that's through, we crush Codicus into a fine paste.
I don't believe we've been introduced.
Turns out the Char hate Codicus just as much as we do. This is Legionnaire Nelia Steelbone. She's volunteered her troops to help us.
The White Mantle can't be allowed to ruin everything our races have built together. This is our fight, too.
Back to the matter at hand. There are a few key areas around Lake Doric we need eyes on. Spies have infiltrated our ranks, but I trust you beyond any doubt. So the task is yours.
You can count on me.
Word from the Seraph suggests incursions throughout Lake Doric. But for the moment, our intelligence is spotty at best. Come take a look at the map, and I'll tell you what we know. We've received reports of survivors in the forest up north, Sadra's Haven to the east, and New Loamhurst to the southeast. We have troops at the Lakeside Bazaar looking after our supply lines, but I'd like you to check in on the lines as well. We can't allow any further devastation of this region. If you see anything else of interest, please include it in your report.
We all must do our part.
Before you begin your reconnaissance, there's a Shining Blade agent south of here who wants a word with you. His name's Calden. He says he has something that'll help us win this war.
Ah, Commander. Captain Thackeray said he'd be sending you my way. I'm Exemplar Calden. As you're aware, the Shining Blade has been fighting the Mersat for a long, long time. Studying them, too. And we've recently made a breakthrough that might help us turn the tables on the White Mantle.
We can use all the help we can get. Go on.
Being that this isn't your first run-in with Jade constructs, I'm sure you're familiar with Spectral Agony?
Yes. I've had the pleasure of having my insides torn apart by that particular magic.
The Mersat's ability to phase between our world and the Mists allows them to tap into magics unobtainable in the mortal realm. Spectral Agony is the pinnacle of this ability, and we think we found a way to harness a form of it for our own use.
You've reproduced the powers of the Mersat?
Yes. Well, in a sense. With some limitations. You see, unlike a Mersat, or their constructs, you can't phase between our world and the Mists at will. But while close to death, you've already got one foot in the Mists. At death's door, as they say. Using remnants of Jade constructs, I fashioned a sigil that allows you to cast Spectral Agony when you're near death.
I try to make it a habit to avoid those almost dead moments. But this does sound intriguing.
But I'll warn you. The longer you tap into this power, the more it will pull you into the next world. Use it wisely. Once you've had a chance to familiarize yourself with the sigil, come see me if you'd like an advanced demonstration.
The cowards are terrorizing that fishing village. We have to get Seraph support out here immediately.
Wait, where are you going? Can't just... Oh, damn it.
It's the commander. Come to complicate my day even further, have you?
Logan asked me to check in on the Seraph's operations here. What's going on? I heard a commotion earlier.
Oh, that was nothing. Just a little raw, seething frustration I needed to let loose. I'll be fine. I've been tapped as the civilian envoy for the Seraph supply line operations here. Keeping pace with them is challenging. But someone's got to build a crown for all these resources once the war's over. Every last item will be accounted for.
Very patriotic of you. Looks like things are running smoothly around here, though.
The Seraph is a well-oiled machine when push comes to shove. They didn't waste a moment once the attack was sprung. The Bazaar is probably the most secure location in Lake Doric. I doubt the White Mantle will have much luck seizing it. That's not to say there isn't lots of work to be done if you want to chip in. As you may have noticed, I only have 2 hands.
Maybe later. I'm on orders from Thackeray to recon the rest of Lake Doric before we plan our next move.
Very well. Tell the captain that his supply lines are well looked after. And watch your back out there, Commander.
Sadras Haven's been taken over by White Mantle. We'll need a coordinated assault to retake it. I'll make note for Logan. Attacking a lone house all the way up here. What could the White Mantle be after?
Commander, are you reading me?
Go ahead, Timey.
Get ready for the dragon battle to end all dragon battles! A steamy wing fist to icy face jaw fight to the death! It's Jormag versus Primordus!
Am I to infer...
The experiment was a success, and I'm having the heart of Omad's machine delivered to Rada Novus. With it, I should be able to see the eternal alchemy and manipulate the dragon's energies to pit them against one another. Spencer's research is continuing to pay dividends.
I haven't had the best track record guiding members of this guild, so I'll say this as a word of caution. Scarlet.
Okay, A, I'm not a dragon minion, and B, the lives we'll save are worth the risk, and I think you might agree with that.
I do. Just be careful.
What could go wrong? You know what? It feels like I shouldn't say that. I bet a ton of stuff can go wrong. Bye!
You're back and in one piece. I assume you have a report for us.
Indeed. The Seraph have the Bazaar well secured, but the Mantle's making gains elsewhere in the region. Sadras Haven is definitely a target. We should send some support that way.
I'll try to get a detachment out there as soon as possible. What else?
The White Mantle have taken an interest in New Loamhurst, as well as a heavily fortified house in the forest north of here.
If it's of interest to the enemy, it's of interest to us. I appreciate your efforts, Commander. Thanks to you, we're a little less blind in this battle. While you were scouting, we heard that the White Mantle have taken Fort Avenia, bolstering their eastern flank's defenses. Worse yet, there's some sort of magical storm forming over the fort. We can't risk a frontal assault. There's supposed to be a Shining Blade agent stationed in that area. One well-versed in the art of sabotage. I think the two of you could do a lot of damage together. Go track down the agent. See if you can do something about the White Mantle who occupy that fort.
I feel you can never have too much treasure.
Damn jade constructs. They hit like a stampeding centaur.
Careful now. What happened to you?
I was undercover inside Fort Avenia when those filthy cultists took it during the surprise attack. They caught me inside trying to free Seraph prisoners. Took a hit from one of those jade bows while I was trying to escape. Then this storm appeared. Might be from the bloodstone shards they're storing in there.
Logan sent me to help deal with the White Mantle in the fort. What can I do?
You can help me finish my mission. There's still a number of Seraph prisoners inside that need assistance. There's also plenty of opportunities for intel gathering and good old-fashioned sabotage, if you can avoid detection. I can cloak you in a powerful veil that will give you the appearance of a White Mantle soldier, but there are some limits. The guys won't hold up to close scrutiny. So don't take any drastic action if any Mantle are watching. Be careful inside. Especially around those jade constructs.
I will. Stay safe and out of sight. I'll return soon.
This will be my pleasure. The Seraph made it out, and the White Mantle are going to have a lot of cleanup. Good work. Those soldiers' families will be relieved to see them alive. Get back to Captain Thackeray and report the good news. I'll stay and coordinate future raids.
You can never have too much treasure.
The scouts tell me the White Mantle leaders in Fort Avenia are in a scramble. I'm guessing we have you to thank for that.
I rescued some Seraph soldiers while I was inside. They may have overheard some intel while they were under guard.
We'll debrief them immediately. Good work, Commander. We're winning this war. We're almost ready to turn our attention to Cauticus. But before we act, we need to strengthen our hold on the region.
I like the sound of that. How can I help?
I need you on the front line supporting the Seraph's efforts. Do whatever you can to ensure our victory.
Understood. I'll do my part.
Return to me when the tide is turned. And take care of yourself out there.
Will do. See you soon, Logan.
What do you need?
Great justice! Faster! I've done what I can. The White Mantle threat isn't completely contained, but we should be ready to make our move on Codicus.
Perfect timing. Jenna, that is, Her Majesty, has requested our presence in the throne room. We couldn't have held off the mantle without you. I'm sure the Queen wants to thank you personally for your efforts. Never fails to strike me as strange to see a Char invited to the throne room. I'm glad it's you, though. Go ahead and make your way up to the palace. I'll meet you there.
You don't scare me.
Captain Thackeray, how are we doing?
The tide has turned, Your Majesty. It's only a mop-up operation now. Thanks in no small part to the commander here. If I could have been out there more.
You served your kingdom well, Logan. That's that.
Your Majesty.
What of the head of the snake?
Running home to die in his den, the slippery serpent. I'd say we should just torch the place and rid ourselves of him. But there are still innocents at the manor. Canuck and a detachment of Shining Blade are there. They're waiting to, well... Canuck wants out of his obligation to me, and I won't stand for Codicus seeing another sunrise.
I should go then, to ensure justice is served. And just in case.
I agree. And I have someone who could be of great help to that end, Commander.
I can lead you in. I know a way. Some tunnels behind the manor.
The daughter of the villain? I see a few issues with that.
Anise.
But any help is welcome.
He also might be going home to unleash his contingency plan. He's desperate. And trust me, when Codicus is desperate, he's dangerous.
Well, if anyone would know about that. Logan, take the Seraph and make sure no one slips out the front. We'll remove the disease surgically, following Lady Beetlestone's intimate knowledge of her dear father's secret paths.
We?
Yes, child. I'll see you there and be right by your side, as the commander said, to ensure justice is served and just in case.
Anish, you should stay in Divinity's reach. Demi is a friend. A capable friend, not in need of supervision.
Oh, of course. Whatever the thrones will. Get to it then, everyone. You have a snake to behead.
Logan, a moment before we shove off.
Sure.
Ritlock and I started a new guild. With you up and about again, I was wondering if you'd like to return to the fold, but in Dragon's Watch.
Interesting proposition, Commander, but I think I have other plans. General Soulkeeper came to see me the other day and offered me the position of Pact Marshal. I didn't, well, at first I didn't think it was for me, but my injuries and today, well, my eyes were open to, my role here. Her Majesty has always been the kind of person to do things her own way. It's time I started doing the same.
It's a great honor, and you deserve it. Have you told her yet? I imagine she'll be disappointed.
I think she'll be just fine. Have a safe mission. See you on the other side.
That looks valuable.